Hi, Woman Car Shows. We're back with part 3 of the splashdown, the Artemis 2 splashdown. The time it is April 10th, 2026, 7:53 p.m.
First order of business is to set up the front porch and the stabilization collar. You might also hear it referred to as a stab collar. Basically just to make sure that Orion stays upright, doesn't sway in the water too much, again to make it easier for recovery forces to get the astronauts out.
This is taking a long time, bro. Alright, this is like I've been watching this for like the beginning of the day.
Pacific time here. It's a requirement by NASA to be able to get the crew out of Orion within 2 hours of splashdown. So doing great on time.
So this takes forever to do?
No rush either. I was speaking to NASA flight surgeon Rick Schuring earlier in this broadcast, and he said to me, no rush to get the crew out. Just want to make sure that they're feeling good, and whenever they're ready to take their step out of Orion and onto that large raft, the front porch, folks will be ready.
Wait, so we have to wait for them to choose when they want to get out? Is that how this is working? This is taking a good bit of time. I'm using a lot of storage on this.
And as there are mission audio loops in mission control in Houston, there is a mission audio loop here on the ship, and it was just reported out that the side hatch is open.
Okay, so they're getting out.
Integrity is open.
They're finally getting out.
You're getting these beautiful shots from our aerial assets. The ship itself, where I'm on, just 3,000 yards away.
That's a lot of yards.
Again, plenty of people on the boat here, glued to the side closest to where they can see all this action. And again, with just 3,000 yards separating us, great views from the bow here. You can see now that side hatch is open. One of the Navy personnel is about to get inside there.
This is really cool, man.
In they go. In total, 4 will go into Orion. So it'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but the goal is to have a recovery.
You know what? With a human standing right next to that thing is actually really big. Maybe I didn't see a lot of people in there. Where's that front porch thing they've been talking about in the house?
Boats getting closer now. Again, that one that's right up against Orion, those are the divers that will go in to the spacecraft to check on each of the astronauts. These other boats will be doing a number of things, putting on that stabilization collar onto Orion, building that front porch. Eventually they will retrieve the parachutes, as well as tow Orion back to the well deck of the recovery ship here. And so as we wait for the Navy and NASA personnel to get their assessments of the crew inside of Orion. Why don't we toss it back to Rob for an update?
Yeah, thank you, Megan. Here in Mission Control, Flight Director Rick Hentling and the entry team of flight controllers still on duty. The vehicle has been powered down for some time now. There are no hazardous gases emanating from integrity that, of course, allowed the recovery personnel to approach the vehicle and then open the hatch to begin the initial medical assessment of the crew, as you just indicated. Now we're standing by for the erection of that inflatable raft, the front porch, alongside of the vehicle that will enable the crew to be extracted one by one onto the raft, have a moment or two to get their land legs back before
they've had more than a moment if you actually.
Two hovering Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. All of Integrity's systems operated flawlessly throughout the course of the approach to the Earth, the entry into the Earth's atmosphere, and all of the key milestones that followed in this high-speed return to Earth for Integrity. A mission that spanned more than 694,000 miles from the vehicle's launch from the Kennedy Space Center atop the Space Launch System back on April 1st.
Almost a million miles, huh? Stay tuned for part 4.